A former employee of the Denver City Attorney's Office is threatening a lawsuit against her former employer and the people who are supposed to mentor her after learning she was targeted by those coworkers in disparaging, cruel, and inappropriate emails and chat messages. The employee who faced this abuse, her name is Kimberly Palmer, who worked in the office from late 2019 through early 2020. The city attorneys were supposed to mentor Ms. Palmer during her tenure with the office, but instead they were abusive and even caused her a nervous breakdown. Let's put up the people in question here. The 3 city attorneys celebrated Palmer suffering an apparent nervous breakdown and having to leave the office. They celebrated this. The group called their online group the Kimberly Killers. Yeah. When they learned of Miss Palmer's breakdown, okay, Eric Reese, Christina Bush, and Emily Reisdorf decided to brush it off. Christina Bush said, "This is the best news I've heard since quarantine. I feel so satisfied by this. I've been humming all morning." We sent her into a nervous breakdown. It was a team effort. She then sent a display patting herself on the back, according to internal disciplinary records. Message Bush by saying, "Yeah, you can't take credit for all that on your own. We pushed her too far." All right, that's what Emily said. "We sent her into a nervous breakdown," Bush said, "because really, this is our doing," Reese wrote. "Christy, you cause her to have a nervous breakdown? We have a new champion." That's according to internal documents. Reese later wrote, "Ask Kimberly, I'm awful and only talk to pretty people." I mean, put up their pictures again. These individuals are horrible. Put them up, yeah. I mean, damn. She had to work around this. And I wanna bring humanity into this story because they created an intentional design in order to make her lose her mind. And when they succeeded, their narrative gave it away, their celebration. They celebrated their intention, and they were so comfortable, so privileged that they believed through these official communications, they would always be protected and nobody would find out. Do you think this was their only victim? Do you think this was the only time they've done something like this? Of course not. They called themselves the Kimberly Killers and they damn near killed that woman in real life. This wasn't the only misconduct by the group. Earlier this week, the CBS 4 investigation revealed that 3 city attorneys, Eric Reese, Christina Bush, and Emily Reisdorf, sent each other and other employees hundreds of emails and chat messages on city communication systems as they worked from home in 2020 during the pandemic. They disparaged bosses, co-workers, boasted about how little work they were doing and that they are goofing off, and discussed unauthorized use of a criminal history database. Put their pictures up again. These are the individuals who are in charge of an entire department. They are supposed to be looking out for the best interest of the citizen. They are paid by way of tax dollars. So after they were exposed, what happened? Well, Reese and Bush resigned their positions. That happened in September 2020 during a personal investigation. However, Emily received a 15-day unpaid suspension, but retained her job. Isn't that something? See, we tolerate it. The people that resigned, they're going to work somewhere else, not a real penalty. And the one that decided to fight it, well, she has her job back. But they all engaged in the same activity. How is this possible? This is violation of every HR rule all of us know. You couldn't get away with this conduct at Wendy's. You could not get away with this conduct anywhere. other than working for a system like that? Why is it that when individuals work inside of law enforcement or justice systems, they are always protected when they violate the conscience of individuals, when they violate the very value system they are supposed to protect, when they are contrary to what the public trust respects or expects of them? Nobody else gets that privilege, but these people did. Jackson, thoughts here?
Yeah, I think that it's good that we're able to shed light on this story, because this type of toxic office behavior in corporate America happens all the time, especially surrounding people who are in underprivileged groups. Yeah. And also this goes to show how really just immature adults really can be across the board. You know, when you're a kid, you think adults got it all figured out, but no, they're just older children. And, you know, just the immaturity and you know, laziness and boredom and lack of work really is rampant in corporate culture. They think that, you know, we got all this productivity going on, but stuff like this happens quite often.
Yep. And I do hope she sues. She has put it out there that she needs to go ahead and sue, in my humble opinion. And hopefully some justice will come out of this.